Hey everybody, welcome back to the greatest guitar lesson ever made. This is part two. Just to review, part one we learned how to drop out of school and how to do drugs the right way to maximize the amount of time that we have to play guitar. So thank you very much for coming to this next part. So let's talk about how to make money to pay for recordings and tours and all these different things, right, that we need. Because, you know, it costs money to do these things. We dropped out of school, so we're not going to be able to get a good job. We don't want to go to fucking work because that's pretty much the same thing as school. So it takes up actually more time than school. So we don't want to do any of that. We don't want to have a job. We don't want to have to go to school. We don't do anything. We just want to play guitar and be paid money to play guitar. But it takes time to get up to a certain level to be able to be paid to play guitar. So at first, how are we going to do this? Because if we just spend all our time working away, we're going to be fucking at least in our mid-40s before we can actually be financially able to tour and do these things. And while you're young, that's the prime time to be doing it. So why waste your time doing it? So how do we raise the money? One way we can raise the money, right, is we can just borrow money. Now, this is not really great because if we borrow money, ultimately, we're going to have, write an arrow, we're going to have to pay it back, question mark, right? So if you borrow from family, for example, you could borrow it and not pay it back, but you're never going to be able to borrow from them again unless you have a bitch of a family, in which case, good for you, asshole. But you know, you should never borrow money from your mama that you can't pay back. That's not cool, right? So let's just not do that one. Or you could borrow it from a drug dealer. If you borrow it from a drug dealer, for sure, you're going to have to pay it back or he's going to break your fucking legs. That's how it is. So, let's not borrow, right? Another thing, right, speaking about drugs and stuff, going back to drugs, we could sell drugs. Now, if you want to learn how to sell drugs, that's a totally different series that I'll put together for you. But let me know in the comments below if you want me to teach you how to sell drugs. That's a different thing. So selling drugs, right, you could sell, you know, to low risk, right, would be like pot and hash and mushrooms and things like that. Hippie crap, right, that you can pretty much get away with that's already legalized in a lot of places. Because everything's already legalized, though, the quality goes down and the price goes up. So you would have to have great quality stuff for cheaper than the dispensary or the government is selling it for, right? And that's not easy to do if you haven't done this before, right? So let's say you haven't gone through my drug dealing course. So selling drugs, that's one option, right? But you know, it's a little risky because you get caught selling drugs by the police or whatever, then you're fucked. You're never going to be able to tour outside of whatever country you're in. You know, if you're in America, you can still make a career out of it and stuff, but pretty much everywhere else, you're fucked. So, you know, you don't really want to go do that, right? So selling drugs and stuff, not really the best fucking thing you could do. Rich girlfriend. Now, okay, a rich girlfriend, that's very helpful. That is, you know, that's your unicorn over the rainbow, so to speak, right? You're not going to be able to get that a lot. And if you do, then you are living in a very nice place, and I would like to know where you live. But the rich girlfriend can pay for your recording and your tour and all that other fucking stuff, and it's awesome. If, like, you know, if she's ugly or hot, it doesn't really matter as long as she's rich and paying for your stuff. That's all that fucking matters with that, right? And you try to genuinely love her as much as you possibly can. Let's say she's got a really big nose, then you are watching nothing but big nose girl porn. And you are just getting off to fucking big noses all the time. A big nose gives you a fucking righteous hard on. And if it doesn't, then you gotta train your brain and your dick to be fucking extremely sexually stimulated by women with big noses. Okay, it could be anything. It could be like moles on the face, right? Big fucking moles or something. You gotta look for chicks with big moles on Google and jerk off to that only. That's your fucking thing. You love it. You absolutely fucking love it. She's a fat girl, you look at nothing but fat girl porn, okay? That's just how it goes. Whatever color she is, that's what you're looking at. That's what you fucking love. Because without that chick, you're fucked. So, let's say you don't have a rich girlfriend who typically is your own age, or around, you know, 5 years younger or older than you. Let's say that's hard to find for you. Okay? So that's when the sugar mama comes into play. Remember to write all this down, follow along. Sugar mama. Okay? Now a sugar mama is typically an older lady. It's always an older lady with more money than you do have. With more money than you have. Okay? She has a comfortable job. She might not be rich, but she's comfortable with helping you because the amount of money that you need right now is insignificant compared to the amount that she makes annually. Okay? Now same thing with the rich girlfriend. If she's fat, you love fat girls. You just genuinely fucking love fat girls. You do not want to lie to this woman because women are smarter than men. For the most part. They are smarter. They can detect bullshit in relationships quite well. We detect bullshit in business a little bit better, I personally think. But with relationships, you cannot bullshit a woman. If you do, you're a bullshit artist and you've gone around for a long time and you've learned the game. Good for you. Shouldn't be doing that though. So, a sugar mama. How do you find the sugar mama? Well, actually, it's actually a lot easier than most people think. All you got to do is go on Facebook. All right? Right? Facebook right here. Facebook is pretty much exclusively for old people now. Okay? And losers. Old people and losers gravitate towards Facebook. Facebook is the thing now. Okay? You don't want to go straight up onto Tinder or anything like that, or straight up dating sites, because the competition there is going to be different, right? There's going to be, you know, even if she likes young guys and stuff, you're going to be working against like dumb fuck muscle builder guys and things like that. And if she's not into that and she's into you and stuff like that, you know, it's harder to you know, slowly work on her on Tinder versus Facebook, right? Whereas Facebook's a very friendly medium platform. Hey, how you doing, buddy, kind of thing, right? She can see all your life goals and all the stuff that you do daily, right? So what are you posting? You're posting on Facebook pictures of yourself. But not just any pictures of yourself. Make sure you get a professional photographer to make you look as fucking beautiful as humanly fucking possible. Not just do selfies in the morning, not trying to look like a goofy dude. You want to look like a Calvin Klein model, even if you're not, okay? That's what you want. Pictures of yourself right there. Then, you go into groups, like, for example, I choose long-haired men, right? There's long-haired men groups. So you go on those, post those pictures of yourself on those groups, and then whoever likes it, like them back on all their posts, message them, add them as friends, and just hit on every single one of them. And maybe one of them will want it enough to come up to you and ask you if you want to fuck. And let's say she lives like far away from another country or another fucking city or whatever the heck it is. If she puts in the money to fly over or whatever, drive over, does whatever, puts in the time and the money to come see you, and you fuck her well, and I don't even mean well, you gotta fuck her like she's never been fucked before, okay? You gotta, like, even if she's not sexually appealing to you, again, you make her sexually appealing to you. You fucking swallow some Viagra or Cialis and get drunk off your ass if you gotta do it. But you gotta fucking do it now, because she spent time and money on your ass. You have to give her a return. Now, if you give her a return, that's a good fucking thing, okay? And then she's hooked. That's good. Don't ask for money right away. Don't ask for money. Just tell her what you want to do, what your dreams are, what you aspire to do. And if she legit wants to be your sugar mama, then she'll help you do it. Maybe she's bored with her life or whatever like that. She'll go with you somewhere, all right? And that's how that'll be, okay? So, and again, you don't want to lie to this woman. You want to genuinely at least like her. You have to genuinely have a good time with her, and, you know, whatever sexual chemistry there is or there is not, then you play that accordingly. Okay? This is not a playa-yo kind of thing, all right? This is some serious shit. You have to be genuine with everything that you're doing. Because if you're not, they will see right through your bullshit. So, the fucking sugar mama, that's good stuff. A sugar mama might make you a record, might make you a tour, might help you with, fan base, right? Advertising, which are all pretty much what record labels used to do for you. But it's 2020, and there aren't any record labels that really do this anymore. That actually pay for all your stuff, pay for your tour, pay for all these fucking things. You have to manage it, right? You have to fucking manage it. But the financing will come from the sugar mama. So this means that if you grab this, or any of these 4 things, borrow money, sell drugs, rich girlfriend, sugar mama, if you do any of these things the right way, and you get someone else to pay for the advertising, the record, the tour, the fan base, then you can do this. And you can tour and record without a whole bunch of money that you saved yourself, without having to go to school, without having to fucking work a day job all the fucking time. And you can go and live your goddamn dream, which is what you should be fucking doing. Okay? And lesson 2.